Welcome back, guys, to a new Boom Beach video. Today I'm going to be doing an operation video, and at the end of the video I think I'll do a live operation attack. So I haven't watched this operation yet. Guys, my task force mini rejects versus Dead End. Now, we've defeated Dead End quite a few number of times. I typically only make operation videos when we attempt Forlorn Hope, which is the hardest operation in Boom Beach. It takes a ton of intel, and you have to be really good at the game and have a really good team in order to defeat Forlorn Hope. So I wanted to jump on and do an operation where my task force just does extremely well, takes down Dead End, which is a nice operation for, I mean, we're a 50-man task force, so I was going to say for our size, but a 50-man task force versus Dead End, I would say is pretty average. We have attempted Deep Cut a few times and have defeated Deep Cut a few times. So I think we're kind of just like alternating between the two. It's always nice to defeat an operation. It just gets morale up. So we do Dead End a few more times. So mainly what I want this video to be is just me watching these attacks, giving feedback where I think feedback would be great. This hit is so good. For a level 44, just an amazing hit, and I'm really proud of United Fire for taking on this base. Just a great hit, yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone could have done better at that level. Just an insane hit. So good job to that player. Now we're jumping on to low point. Here's Ace. So hacking the last rocket launcher, hacking the shock launcher, getting his hero back so he can use all Zookas and have critters out in front of his Zookas. Great job keeping his hero alive, finishing it up. Not finishing it up, but having a very nice clear. Honestly, it's really hard to take down this base when there's these sniper towers here. You almost really just have to bring bombardiers, but a nice hit. I don't think they're able to take it out. Yeah, here we go. Here's the level 40 Hammerman HQ coming in, finishing it up, bringing hack, taking down the sniper tower almost. It'll need a little bit more. Okay, that was maybe a little bit of a waste of Gumbo energy. Could have just dropped a few barrages. I don't know their level, but probably one barrage would have took it out. 2 artillery would have took it out. But yeah, just a nice easy park. Taking down low cut, very nice. Now we'll move on to XL, which is a nice base to hit if you're trying to learn all Zookas. It's a very unique hit. There's a lot of ways you can go about it versus some operations or some operation bases. You really only have one choice, one path you can walk, but other operations you can kind of do multiple different walks, and this is one of those. When I say operation, I meant base, but this is one of those bases where you can attack this base a few different ways. I think what their plan is to take down. Okay, so this is kind of what I was envisioning people doing. That type of attack is really good when you're learning all Zookas. It's 3-4 shocks. And it's a pretty simple hit. I don't really know why we're going down to the bottom side and taking down the microwaver. I think the goal is to take down the 2 rocket launchers on the bottom side to lower the shocks by 1. So this is very unfortunate. DJ Papa lost all of his bombardiers before his tanks were able to get in front of them. I know a lot of people like bombardiers and tanks, but I do not like bombardiers and tanks for a few reasons. One, I don't like the speed difference between the two. I haven't really seen anyone use bombardiers and tanks really well that it works. So I'm hoping to be proved wrong today, but I haven't seen anyone, and I'm sure top players use them because it is a meta a lot of people use. I just don't think it's a good combination to bring when attacking operation bases. But I mean, it kind of worked in this case because the tanks were able to tank all of the damage from the rocket launchers. So, I mean, in that case, it kind of worked out, but I don't know if it'd be better than just bringing heavies. That is something to experiment with. I just always have a thing for heavies. I am not about to watch 4 minutes of this player clearing the right hand side. I'm sorry, but I kind of have a picture in my head what this player is going to do, so there's really no need to watch it. We'll see next time we have a Dioxin hit. We'll see how the player did and how much buildings they took out. Okay, so here's always a winner. One of our old-time task force members doing an all-Zuka hit on Conofold, going to go up the right-hand side. This is a very hard hit. Zuka's kind of peaked, probably have about half of his Zukas left, which sucks. Get a few shocks down. Very nice hit. Very nice hit. But sadly, the majority of his Zukas died on the way up, which really sucks for them. And just wasn't able to have enough damage to deal a significant amount of damage to the core. But that is the path you want to take. It's very hard because you have to be very precise with your smokes. And I've only done it a few times successfully, but it's always fun when a hit like that comes together. Jeff, great job. That is another way you can hit Excel, going just from the bottom side and dropping a ton of shocks. Here's another player bringing in the all Zukas, going from the other side this time. I really like this position down here because you use one shock for this. You'll be out of range of these mortars. So you use one shock here, one shock here, one shock over here. And then honestly, like, I would just drop critters here to distract. Like, you could distract both of those rocket launchers by dropping 2 boats of critters. I just messed that up. So, I mean, I would just prefer to go from the bottom and just drop critters, but that's only because it's a shorter walk, and the shorter walks you have, the less chance you have to screw up your attack. So here we go. I don't really know what happened. The fizzled out, that sucks. Very, very nice attack. There's pretty much no HP left on the core. Someone just barrages it down. So here we go. Here is a Conofold hit again. We'll see what this player does. It's really nice when there's no major splash damage buildings on the beach. Just makes your landing a lot easier. So drop the flare up. Perfect. Right under that core, or right under that sniper shock launcher. Jeez. Flaring to the core. So this player has a hero. I don't know if he's using taunt. Maybe just ran out of energy, but I don't really know why they brought bullets and not brick, but maybe I'm missing something. Here we go. Here's a Vang hit. Going from the left-hand side. Going to be using Everspark to take down some of the rocket launchers. Just one rocket launcher this time. And then dropping all Zukas. So if you're a low level... Oh. Going from the bottom. Okay, so if you're a low level, I would probably just bring heavies and Zukas after you do your Everspark universe or remote clear. That way you can just deal a little bit of damage, or even just clear mines. Either one of those works with like all heavies. Just flare them around. It kind of depends on your level and if taking down mines would be beneficial. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful universe remote. Used all of his energy taking down 3 rocket launchers. Very nicely done. Bringing heavies and Zukas. How much? Yeah, so this is a lower level player. Bringing heavies and Zukas, just trying to take down and deal a little bit of damage to the remaining buildings. Okay, so here's another dual idiot. Everspark going from the left-hand side again, trying to take down the other 2 buildings. This operation, I'm really liking it so far because we have all of our low-level players using Captain Everspark and able to take down some of the buildings, which is a very nice job. That's something I critiqued my task force on last time. Just making sure to use Universal Remote if you're a low level, and they really fixed that up, and they're starting to use it a lot more, which I really, really like. And that's honestly, if you're a low level, just get Universal Remote and you'll be fine, because you'll be able to take down a few buildings that are dangerous to other attacks. This was a very nice hit. Ko Denali just going from the left-hand side, bringing tanks and bombardiers. In this case, the tanks probably worked better than heavies. So that player was able to use tanks correctly. I just see a lot of people using it incorrectly and hurting themselves later on, because all of their bombardiers typically die off. Okay, Icket is going from the right hand side this time. Very nice. The thing about this base is you really have to take down the shield generators to deal any damage to the core. So even if we clear this entire area, there's too many rocket launchers in the back and there's doom cannons all around. It'd be quicker just to take down the shield generators off the bat. Okay, so here's General Wolf coming in to Vang, bringing Scorchers to take down all these rocket launchers. Now when you have 8 Scorchers from 4 boats, which he does have, or 3 boats, so he has 6 Scorchers from 3 boats, it's so good. Like, it's so good. And then he's gonna come up here with Bombardiers and Brick and absolutely demolish this base. Honestly, I really liked this attack. This is probably one of the better attacks I've seen. I just really like the uniqueness. Typically, you don't really bring Scorchers to operation battles, so it's always cool to see when people go against the norm and bring Scorchers, and it worked out extremely well. I don't know any other combination that bringing Scorchers like that would, or bringing a different troop besides Scorchers would have worked out so well. Like, Scorchers were definitely the best troop for the job. So this player was able to get his tanks in front of his bombardiers, able to finish off the base, and now we're moving on to Dioxin. Okay, so we saw the damage the first player dealt. It was a little bit of damage, able to take down the Semo, but kind of pointless because, well, I don't know. I don't know if the task force was trying to go from the left-hand side or the right-hand side, so I'm not going to say it's pointless. There's a magic path for Dioxin that you can follow if you want, but it is a little bit difficult, and if you don't really know how to use all Zukas, then I don't really know what to do. I think typically my task force would just go from the right-hand side. So this is not the path, but we can't really do the path. I just see now because there's a microwaver in the way, so we have to modify the path to get to the core. Also, I am still a little sick and my voice is starting to go, so I'm trying to speed up these attacks a little more. Here's Maxim coming in to Conifold. I like how we're not clearing the base. We're focusing on Zuka attacks, trying to take down the core using all Zukas. That guy just got a little bit fried, which sucks, but here we go. Here's another Conifold hit by Samuel. Okay, so far so good. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A lot of mistakes, but still was able to get his Zukas to the back, which is good. Good job, but a few little mistakes when you're walking up to the core. Just stuff that you get sorted out when you use Zukas more in this way. So I really don't like this path of trying to go from the here. I really liked always a winner's path, and that's the typical path you'll take when you're using or when you're attacking this base. But if you have more Gumbo energy, well, you might as well. Like, you can if you want to, but I mean, the path always a winner took is definitely the right path to take. Okay, here's another player coming into Conifold. Oh no, it was a little sad. Accidentally flared to a building instead of a dead space. Still able to deal a little bit of damage. There's not much left on that core. Let's just finish up Conifold quick, and then we can maybe we'll just watch the last replay in Dioxin, just because my voice is really starting to go. I'm sorry if you're one of those players that helped on the Dioxin clear, but I don't know how much longer I'll be able to make it. So here's General Zavin, one of our Discord members and helpers. Guys, go down below, click on our Discord server to join. You can get personalized tips from us. We do giveaways. I think we'll probably be doing a little bit more giveaways here in the upcoming days. These last 2 attacks are just Gumbo energizing the core to finish off Conifold, and here's the last hit for Dioxin. We just went for a clear up the left hand side. I love it when we have 50 players and we only use 29 attacks to take down Dead End, we can afford to just spend a lot of attacks just clearing bases like this that typically an all Zuka attack would work if people were all on the same page and knew how to use those attacks. But I like how our better Zuka players hit Conifold, just because Conifold is a harder base than Dioxin. But good job to the task force for taking down Dead End and continuously taking down Dead End for the last few days. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please drop a like if you are new to the channel, and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. And also, please use code COSMIC in the shop to help support us anytime you make a purchase. It does help us. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.